let's continue this 2025 catch-up with the feel-good movie of the year, Warfare. Warfare is the new film co-directed by Alex Garland and former Navy SEAL Ray Mendoza. It tells the true story of a single SEAL sniper unit during the 2006 Battle of Ramadi. This was in the middle of the ongoing quagmire that was the occupation of Iraq. Told mainly in real time, the sniper unit sets up in a small family home and comes under siege from insurgent forces. During the attack, an improvised explosive device severely injures two of the members of the group, leaving the team to wait desperately for reinforcements and extraction. Garland and Mendoza worked together last year on Civil War, where Mendoza co-directed the climactic attack on the White House. A former SEAL radio operator, Mendoza himself is portrayed in Warfare by DeFaro Woon-A-Tai. According to interviews with Garland, he and Mendoza began talking on the set of Civil War about a particularly bad battle he had once experienced. Together, both men set about bringing that to life, warts and all. For the most part, they are successful, as Warfare does indeed put the audience right in the middle of an actual life-or-death battle. The first hour or so of the film is very quiet and subdued, with very little plot. There are no personal conflicts between the men or subplots involving career advancements. No arcs are set up, and no character flaws are revealed. Instead, what we're given is a slow boil. The film observes each member of the unit and their roles, following the chain of information from the scope of a sniper rifle relayed to a radio operator who methodically tracks every update. The SEAL team is simply support. The larger battle is happening across town. Their job is to simply observe and report, and only to fire when a large enemy machine gun appears. However, not taking the shot seems to only incur the lightest of ribbing, so I guess it wasn't that important to begin with. We also see the process in taking the home they want to encamp in, a refitted duplex with two normal families sleeping soundly in the night. They are awoken suddenly and terrifyingly by armed men knocking down brick walls and imprisoning them in their own home. But don't worry, because the soldiers are there to free them from tyranny. Also amongst the group are two Iraqi translators and combatants. If you don't remember your history from 20 years ago, the United States enlisted Iraqi dissidents in an attempt to bolster the idea that they were just helping the people rise up against tyranny. In actuality, a large portion of these Iraqi citizens were ill-equipped, ill-trained, unqualified, and outright outcast from their own villages. There is also another ghoulish policy that we see put into full effect during the film. When it comes to casualties, it was better dead Iraqis than dead US soldiers. At least it played better on the news back home. As a result, the elite Navy SEAL team ends up pushing two scared and untrained translators onto the front line and straight into a hidden bomb. It's these details that both make the film seem more real and shows that there was a bit of ego put aside to tell the story, despite the fact that the actual members of this team had a direct hand in making the movie. No one character is built up to superheroic status. Poulter plays one of the unit's leaders, but after an explosion he is so shell-shocked he willingly relinquishes command. He never overcomes this trauma in a climactic moment. He does seem more capable of fighting back later on, but it's entirely uncommented on. We also spend a lot of time with the two gravely injured soldiers, both lying on the floor with their legs mangled. This is also the film's goriest material, and it addresses it with the cold observation of a medical documentary. The sound in the film is also one of its most stunning elements. If you're like me and you like using Black Hawk Down to test a new 5.1 setup, then Warfare may be your new go-to. Especially the scenes involving a fighter jet doing low passes over an empty street. Ultimately, Warfare can be described as a film that's quiet until it's not, and happens until it's over. In this way, it perfectly captures what it's like to be at the center of a modern battle, or at least as close as one can get without enlisting. However, if you are looking for something more cinematic with characters and plot lines, then stick to more traditional war films. Even if you're looking for something like Garland's previous films, you won't find it here. There are no metaphysical questions about humanity or existential horror. Instead, it's just cold, hard reality. These days, though, that tends to be scarier. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching my review of Warfare. If you like this video, check out more on the channel. You can like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on what I have coming out. Otherwise, just thank you so much for watching. Remember, stay safe and be who you are.